Hey people, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you how you can create your own tracking time system inside Notion so you can manage how much time you spend on each project. That's exactly what I have here. I just did it for my internal project, so every project I have that's not for a client. And now I will walk you through how we can do it for yourself because I need to build it for my client project as well. So, first things first, how does this work? We have inside our Notion structure, we have to build a few stuff. I have this little one here, which will make me know that I'm tracking time. Okay, just a red button for me to know. Okay, I'm tracking that time. I need to end it before I leave the work. And then we have date of beginning, date of end, and then time register. Okay, and then we have this total of minutes. We'll need to use two automations here. First one is with this button over here, and the second one is a database automation over here. Okay, so basically what this does is I start my task, or I start working at, let's say, 4:20. Okay, and then I finish or I stop working on my task now at 4:30. This will automatically calculate the amount of minutes I spend in that task. We'll leave the register here and we'll calculate the minutes and leave it there. For then I can see how much time I'm spending on each project, because now if I came here to external, I'll have 10 minutes. Okay, because this will aggregate everything. So what we need to do is having all of this set up so we can do this. Also, we have this. If I track my time here, and let's say it's 25, and instead of finishing time tracking because I finished the task, I just mark as done, because I can do this through my calendar as well. It will do exactly the same, and it will put more 6 minutes here. Okay, that's basically the automation we have here. There we go, we have the automation done, and I also have everything tracked down here, so I have how much time I spend on each task. If you have a team, you also can put here the responsible, so who did the task, and will be something like this. I will show you later. Okay, so we need to create this for our project with our clients. Okay, so we'll do exactly the same over here. So first things first, let's personalize our layout and let's start working. We need a few things before. We need a date of beginning. Then we also need date of end. We also need our time register. I don't know why I put this outside the properties group. We need a button. So time tracking, that's what we'll call it, time tracking. And then we'll need some number for total of minutes. Okay, last but not least, we'll need this that I will leave with a space and a clock, so I know that I'm time tracking. Okay, this is what we need. So we first start with the automations outside here. So I'll start with the automations on my database. I'll go here and I will say every time my end date it's edit, I want the automation to run. So fim editada. Okay, and then minutes. Let's say it's minutes. Could be. So we want our end date edit, and then what do we want to do? I'm going to do something pretty simple. I want to, in my minute, total of minutes, I want to add the total of minutes I already have. So plus, I want to add the difference between dates. So will be date between, and here, as you can see, I have a date, and a unit I want to measure. So will be trigger page, and I want my date of end. Then I want trigger page again, and I want my date of beginning. Then I want to measure this in minutes. There we go. Okay, first things first, done. Second, we want our time register. So to do that, it's a long formula. I'll just grab the one I did here. So we have it down here. It's a long formula. I'll just copy this and I'll do the same here because it's easier. Okay, but I will explain the formula to you because I need to edit some stuff. Okay, página de gatilho, it's the same. I use the same name, registro de tempo, but then my properties are not the same. So format, yeah, this one, we want data de início, and then we want data fim here. Okay, and I forgot to copy this little one. So basically what this does is it will concatenate everything I already have in my time register, and then we'll style my beginning with bold and underline, and then we'll put my date of beginning in this format. Okay, day, month, and hours. Then we'll put an arrow and we'll do the same for data end, and then I will just leave a break line because I want space between each one. And that's it. Okay, after this, what I need to do is every time I want this to run, I want it to clear my data. So I'll just click here and leave it blank and we'll clean both data end and data beginning. Then it's done. Okay, I don't need anything else. Now inside, what we need to do here. Okay, so inside, what we are going to do, we want some formulas, and for this I like to use Notion AI. It's really easy, okay, but actually I'll just copy the formulas I have in the other one and I will show you. So basically the formulas I have here in time tracking, because it's the formula I need, I have this one. We'll leave it empty if my date of beginning it's empty, and if not, we'll put that thing. Then I have this little one, which it will check if the start date is empty. If it's empty, it will return the current date and time. If it's not empty, it will return the existing start date. And you can do this just by chatting with Notion AI. It's easier than writing formulas. A few months ago, well, a year ago, I'll be writing all of these formulas by myself. Now it's way easier to do it, and he just do this for me. So I'll copy this one, and we'll come to this time tracking, and we'll do it exactly the same. So I want this one, formula, done. Again, we don't have the perfect name, so it's beginning. If empty, what's going on here? If empty, oh yeah, no, it's good. Okay, so if my date of beginning is empty, it will register here. Now in my date of beginning, what I need here, it's more or less the same, but I can do it here, and I will say if my data início it's empty, I want you to register the current date and time. If it's not empty, I want to leave it as it is. So basically it's this. I will just ask Notion AI and he will make the formula for me, and I don't have to be typing it. So if you don't know anything about Notion AI, Notion formulas, this is a really quickest way of doing it. Okay, really easy. So in my formula here I will do the same, but now it's if my data de início it's empty, I don't want to do anything. Otherwise, if it's not empty, I want you to put the date and time in this property. Sometimes I just have bugs in my head and I can think properly. So let's just see what it does. But yeah, this basically okay. If my data inicio it's empty, I want you to don't do nothing. If it's not empty, I want you to put the current date and time here. Let's see. Sometimes you have to chat a little bit with it because it doesn't understand what you want, but this is a really big help when you don't know how to write formulas in Notion. You can also obviously do it by yourself and then asking Notion to help you debugging. But if you want to build from the scratch and you don't want to have that work, or you basically don't know how to, this is a really cool way of doing it, and it really helps. So that's basically what I do most of the time when I don't want to write formulas. But sometimes it takes too much, so I'll just write it myself. So if not empty, I need my trigger page, this page, data inicio. If not empty, data de inicio, then I want now. If it's empty, I want esta página, data fim, and that. So basically, if my start date it's not empty, it will put now. If it's empty, it won't do nothing. So now we need to test this, see if it does what it's supposed to be. So when I push this button, it should put me my date here and then put me a red symbol here. Let's see. There we go. Now let's put this to 10. So it's supposed to, when I press this again, it will leave data fim for now, and then 3-4 seconds later it will register everything here, clean these 3 places over here, and then put me 30 minutes down here. Let's see. It cleaned that. Now let's see if the other automation runs, and there we go. There we go. We have everything we need. We have our time register. So if I do this again and I came here and I put this as 35 and I just do it again, it's supposed to put 5 more minutes or 6 here and clean everything and put another register here. There we go. There we go. This is how you put your time tracking working. Now we need to do other thing, which is coming here and at this page basically put one thing, which is this one. So we'll need to have a roll up. Okay, a roll up, and then we want to tarefas projetos. In here we want to calculate the total amount of minutes so that it took, and then we'll apply, because now we'll need another automation, which will be this one. Not an automation, but a formula, because we want to calculate this with this formula, and I will just copy this one. This is basically what I asked him. Okay, I want a formula that calculates every minute or hours conditionally to the number that you have. So if it is plus 60, it will calculate as an hour and minutes. If it's below, it will only calculate as minutes. And that's what we wanted to put here. So we want to come here, and now we want a formula. Total minutes. And then we'll put this, and now we don't have, okay, wait, yeah. Tempo dedicado, time dedicated, and here total minutes, because now we'll put here the number of minutes. Okay, now we need to just put this proper formula here. We want total minutes. There we go. Done. there we go. We have everything set up. And if I apply, perfect. Now I just need to put this in my layout. Tempo dedicado. I want to have this here. Could be here. Done. 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 So, guys, in the end, you should have something like this. You have the total amount of minutes that you spend on each task, and this is how you track your time using Notion to level up your game, to manage your time and know exactly how much time are you spending on each project. So hope you like this video. See you tomorrow, and